So before we actually start this episode, I just want to quickly make mention of this. After the Isle of the Goddess has descended, you can head over back to where it is, talk to Headmaster Kapora.
Hey!
It's happened, Link. The Goddess. The Goddess and her Isle have vanished from Skyloft. No need to explain, Link. When all catastrophes are overcome, only then will the Goddess make her return to the surface. These are the last of the sacred words passed down here in Skyloft. It's only now that I realize the significance of them, yes. Their meaning is clear to me. This must mean it's all over. And my Zelda, she's safe, at last? I'm sorry. And what other surprise of fate may have... And whatever other surprises fate may have in store for you, I'm sure you will triumph. We are counting on you, after all. Just stay focused on the task at hand. Put all your strength into it, and you cannot go wrong. I have faith that you shall bring my daughter back to me. I desire that more than an explanation of whatever it was that transpired here. Good luck, Link. Yeah, I've decided to put that in because it's actually a really sweet message that that Headmaster Kapora has. Anyway, back to the actual episode. Peace to the world. Montaru is here. Hello all. Welcome back to the final episode of Skyward Sword. Well, not welcome back to the final episode. Welcome to the final episode. You gotta chase after that creep, Link. Zelda's counting on you. In the last episode, we completed the Triforce and eradicated Demise. Unfortunately, Girahim stole Zelda after she was awoken from her slumber and took her through the Gate of Time. For Zelda to be taken from us at this time, it is unthinkable. Link, listen to me. You must do whatever it takes to prevent the resurrection of Demise in the past. Quickly now, open the Gate of Time and return to the past. We shall be doing just that, going after Girahim. So, you might have noticed that my rupee count was slightly, okay, magnificently different from the last episode. The reason behind that, I had to redo everything from where from where we were in Lanayru. So I had to revive the Thunder Dragon again, redo the challenge in order to get the last piece of heart and the Hylian shield, and I had to redo Sky Keep. I did manage to keep my red potion this time, or heart potion. So that's one thing. Link, it's Girahim. He appears through thin air and got the drop on me. Don't worry about me. You must chase after him. He ran through the great doors at the front of the temple. You may yet catch him before it's too late. Hurry! And let's head after him. We couldn't head through these doors before, but now we can. Oh no, we're going to have to run down the entire thing. It's not like I've done that before. I had to be quiet right there because if you could tell, he was actually humming his theme right there. It's sort of like how Minna hums Minna's Lament early on during Twilight Princess. Also, I love that dance. It's so funny, and I was so happy when they brought it back in Hyrule Warriors, because that's one of my favorite things Girahim does, is just that silly dance during the ritual. That and the whole Debbie the Fabulous scene. Hear me, my lords. The spell is nearly complete. The Demon King returns. Until then, you will keep that whelp from interfering with my ritual. I don't care if the whole lot of you get lodged at the end of his blade. You will buy me the time I need. Do not fear him. Fear my wrath if you fail me. The sky has turned dark, and the hordes of demons have come after us. But we have to fight. Welcome to my least favorite boss in the entire game. Yes, this counts as a boss. This is the boss that made me lose the Thunder Dragon. Because it takes usually a lot more than 4 hearts to do this well. Oh, what the heck is happening? Hold on. It's gonna take a lot more than 4 hearts if my nunchuck doesn't work. Okay, there we go. Especially in hero mode, it usually takes a lot more than 4 hearts. I know that there are people better than me that can do it in without getting hit, but like I said, they're better than me. After you get to a point, Girahim will create a wall blocking you, and summon some specific enemies. Now I should mention you can, the horde of regular bokoblins you can actually get rid of, and they will just be gone. Oh, come on, seriously? But usually it's just... And... really, if you want to do it, that's probably the better method, is just kill them all. But I'm a dumb person. Oh, come on. Oh, there's one left. Not anymore. After you kill... You only have to kill the things that he summons whenever he summons those gates, and that'll get rid of the gate. You can ignore all the other ones. And also, do not hit these ones with the bombs. If you slash at them with the bombs, they will hurt you. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Woo! Got it. Oh. So, welcome to this part. This part has shield moblins. If you are good with the placement and good with running up his shield, you can actually jump over the edge, and you will actually be able to skip one entire section of this. Oh, come on. Yeah. But I have no idea how to properly do the setup of that. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Yeah, just so you know, these bokoblins and the moblins are a lot weaker than the actual ones. And there are archers. A lot of archers. Oh, come on, seriously? With hero mode, your Skyward Strike is your best friend right here. I don't know how that actually worked. Okay. I don't know why they weren't just, like, running from me. I thought they would. Yeah, the regular bokoblins are apparently incredibly stupid because they are not blocking at all. Oh, seriously? Why did he go after you? Those guys are gonna fire. And, I'm gonna run out of stamina. Woo! Got it. And now for this blockage, it will be a blue bokoblin. But not just any blue bokoblin, an extremely fast and cowardly one. If there's any, oh my god. If there's any setup where you definitely want to get rid of all the bokoblins in the area, it's this one. Oh. Okay, fine. You got me. Whatever, I have a fairy. Yeah, and unfortunately it's kind of impossible to get a fatal blow on him, because he's just too fast for you. Go away. Don't want to see you again. I did see that I killed the blue one, but I just wanted to get rid of that one. Oh, wait a second. Whip, 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 whip. Okay. Yeah, I hate this one because I never end up targeting the one with the horn. Come on. There we go. I didn't get that whip because I didn't get the explanation. You know what? I'm just gonna run away. And just run away. I know this one is gonna be a bunch of Scalpo. Oh, come on, seriously? I'm gonna use that red potion. Just run away for a bit. Where'd the Scalpo go? Oh, come on. Seriously? What? Why are things not working the way I want them to? Okay. Come on, Girahim. Hurry up and open this up. Thank you! Now I can just run. Because there's only one other block, and that's right in front of Girahim. So... just run like the coward you are, Link. Oh, darn. I forgot about those guys. Whew. Man, to get through that. How many hearts did I have? I think I have like 8 or something. That should be enough. Like I said, I'm no good at this fight. I hate this fight with a burning passion. Oh, I do actually have 10. Yeah, just, honestly, this part, just Skyward Strike, and you win. Goodbye. Gimme Zelda! I didn't actually think that would happen. I literally just slashed Zelda in half. I was not planning on that. You're far too quick, boy. I realize a simple child like you knows nothing of magic, but spells like this take time and a steady hand. Can't you wait quietly like a good boy? You petulant brat. You've pushed me too far. I've waited my whole existence for this. This is my moment. You know what? Fine. If you're so intent on hurrying to your grave, I'll happily show you the way. This time, there will be no heroic escape. I was a fool to toy with you and let you walk away with your life before, but I won't make that mistake again. That I promise. Just brought up the arena. Oh man! I didn't notice! The walls of this thing have like the story of demise. If only I put you in your place from the very beginning. Show a human a little mercy, and the next thing you know, he thinks himself your equal. Given my station, I had to maintain some semblance of dignity, so I let you run with your life. Twice even. Such a guilty pleasure. You let me go multiple times, not just twice. We've fought, quote-unquote, twice, but... let's see, how many times have we encountered the Skyview Temple, in the Earth Temple, Temple of Time, Ancient Cistern, Fire Temple. So that's 5 times? Yep, 5. And then now. But instead of scurrying away like any creature with basic instincts of survival, you just kept coming back, again, and again, and again. I've let a mere boy make a fool of me for the last time. You stand before a demon, or should I say, a weapon without mercy.
I preferred a most appropriate and humiliating death. I even have a pet name for it. I call it the Endless Plunge. First, I will take my time bludgeoning you, and when I grow bored of it, I will drive you to the edge and deliver a last strike to send you falling to your doom. I'll delight in casting your body into this pit and snuffing out the flame of your life. Your broken body will serve as fine sustenance for the Demon King.
Let us fight once more with the Demon King, Girahim. Now, I have to say, I love that reveal that Girahim is basically Fi, or Fee, as I usually call her. That he is a sword. He's a creature who is also a sword, and like that is such an interesting reveal for it. And like there were, whoa. So this fight, you want to do what he said he was going to do to you. Those red. Him holding up those purple, his hands in those directions purple. Obviously, you want to, not hold, you want to not slash in the direction that his hands are. So, if you were watching episode extra, you'll know that he tends to really like holding them so that a spin attack is very good for that, a side spin attack. Because every single time during my fight against him, during the Thunder Dragon, he was always doing that. I also do like that he takes 3 fatal blows, and even that doesn't kill him. Now, onto the second phase, he will draw his also familiar sword. Oh, come on. So, what you want to do is get him when his guard is down, and stab him in his crystal. Come on! Why are you not game? There we go. Finally. So, he also has this attack, where it's his version of your Skyward Strike. You can reflect that back at him by slashing in the direction that he is holding his sword. So, like this. And that will stun him for a while. Oh, come on! Seriously? Why did that happen? Why did that have to happen? I'm no good at actually slashing it, so I usually just do spin attacks. Once you hit him enough times, he'll go back into the center.
You wretched brat!
And bring out this sword. What you need to do is slash at that sword when he's sort of off balance. And you need to slash enough time to break it and stab him when he's stunned. If you fail to slash it in the proper direction, you'll plink off of it, and usually... Oh, what? Didn't think that would hit me. And he'll usually retaliate with an attack. But twice, and he's done. It's a fun boss fight, and I do think it's very fitting for the final Girahim fight.
This is preposterous. Driven to my knees by a simple child of man. Laughable. No matter how many times we clash, I can't prevail. You think I can't defeat you? You think I can't win? Boy, what are you? But never mind that. Victory is still mine to savor. While we fought, the ritual I started continued. At last it's complete. The Demon King shall devour the soul of the goddess and resurrect in his full glory.
No. We managed to defeat him, but we were too late. We were too late before we even started. Demise is free to consume Zelda's soul. We pushed him back so many times, but we can't stop him now.
Don't you see? It's all over. You and your kind have lost. The world and everything in it now belongs to darkness and belong to my master.
And Demise has returned.
Welcome back to us, Master.
Master and servant have been reunited, which means that the servant must fulfill his role as a weapon.
So, you are the chosen knight of the goddess. Intriguing. The goddess lowered herself to a mortal existence to keep me imprisoned. How pathetic. This bag of flesh pales in comparison to the magnificence of her previous form.
No, Zelda!
Don't worry, Link! Groose has got this!
Groose, we really couldn't have done this adventure without you.
Link, I caught her. She's okay. So you and that other human would stand before obliteration to aid the goddess, would you? How curious. The humans I've known were weak things. Hardly more than insects shriveling under rocks and ready to flee at a mere glimpse of me. When last I walked to this world, they did little more than scream and cling to their goddess, mewling and praying, counting on her to protect them. How amusing to think those cowards begot someone like you. You grow more fascinating by the second human. I never imagined to meet one of your kind who wished to stand against me in battle. Very well then. I shall prepare a place for us where we will not be bothered by distractions. If you still have the courage to face me, seek me there.
My voice can't get low enough for the voice I want to do for Demise. Link, it's all on to you, and listen up. Granny had some info for you. The old girl says it'll take time for that grease wad to absorb Zelda's souls completely. If you can take him down before her soul gets sucked up into that thing, you might still have a chance. I know, you can do it. So yeah, you've got to do this. You're all Zelda's god. You've got to make this happen. Don't worry, Groose. We will.
If you fear for your life, do not follow me. You can spend what little time your world has left cowering and crying as befits your kind. But if you truly desire to raise your blade against the world I build, come for me. I have waited eons to return. I can spare a few more moments to let you decide.
It's up to you now, Link. So what Demise was saying there, this is actually the point of no return. If you go into that portal, Fee will talk to you and be like, the only way we could get back is if you defeat Demise. But man, I never noticed that this is actually like the story. I'm pretty sure that's Girahim, and there's obviously Demise. Like, oh man, this is so interesting. I never actually looked at this. Yeah, there's Hylia and all the races of the surface. Wow, this is really interesting. I'm going to head up to the top real quick. But while I'm doing that, there are a couple things I want to talk about. First off, Demise. I love his design. I'm so upset that he doesn't appear more often, that this is the only time we can really talk about him, but I just love his design so much. He looks so, honestly, like, hauntingly beautiful, just how his design is. Because if you weren't paying attention, the imprisoned actually looks more like him as each form happens. Because obviously the first form was just legs, then it grew arms, then it grew a tail. The tail is actually supposed to be like Demise's cloak, because it trails behind him like that. As well, the hair is sort of similar to, it's obviously similar to what the imprisoned had on his back the entire time, but it's also like the halo that he had that allowed him to fly. Getting a bit off topic, you can talk to Impa and Groose here. Do not panic. Zelda is fine. She rests in the back of the temple. I never expected Demise would rise again. It seems now that the fate of the world rests solely in your hands, Link. Phew, that was way too close back there. Got a serious sweat going. Can you imagine what would have happened if I didn't pull off one of my famous Groose maneuvers and catch Zelda? I'll stay here and make sure she's protected, so don't worry about her one bit. Just get out there and clobber that Demise creep. I'm counting on you, Link. We all are. Another thing I do want to talk about is the, like, how Demise and Girahim were. As much as I love the game, and as much as I love these two, I have to say that Girahim and Demise are what Zant and Ganondorf in Twilight Princess should have been. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Ganon and Zant's story in Twilight Princess. A lot of people don't, but I still do. and it's one of the things I kind of regret not talking about more in my Twilight Princess playthrough. But I will agree that Demise and Girahim is what is a better telling of that, because for one thing, Demise wasn't as out of nowhere as Ganon was. Ganon wasn't exactly out of nowhere, but Demise was consistently mentioned throughout the entire thing. And, just like... And just other things like that. Girahim versus Zant. I love both characters, but I will say I probably do like Girahim a lot more. Mainly his personality. And his personality is a lot more consistent than Zant's is. But granted, in Twilight Princess, you only see Zant like 3 times. But yeah, it's their job. It's their story done better. With Demise and Ganon both being the huge omniscient god to the other, pretty much. And Demise and Zant and Girahim just being the servants who think themselves strong enough to do anything. But yes, like I said, you can do whatever you want. You can go back to the future and go do Thunder Dragon till the end of time before you enter that portal, and Demise will still just fight you the same. This is really the point of no return. Let's hit in. Master Link, I have important information for you. Once you have entered this portal, my analysis indicates a 0% chance that you will be able to return unless you are able to vanquish your foe. Are you ready to proceed? I also like how Fee finally gives us a solid percentage instead of like, oh, 60%, 70%, 40%, etc. She actually says, no, there's no chance at all for you to get back without killing Demise. Understood, Master Link. Know that even in the place that lies beyond this portal, I will be with you. And Master, good luck. She actually wishes us luck, too. I love Fee's development, too.
So you've decided to meet your end in battle after all. It pleases me greatly to see such misplaced valor, human. Take a moment to appreciate your surroundings, for where we stand shall serve as your tomb for eternity. The hate for the gods that is boiled in my veins. You will taste all of it in the bite of my blade. The only question left is how long you will manage to remain standing before I take your life. Try to keep it interesting for me, would you? And when you do fall, know that your world and everything in it is mine to dominate, mine to subjugate, mine to rule. When I finish with you, you can take solace in knowing your friends and kid will soon follow, as I wipe all who oppose me from the face of this world. It won't be long now. At last, the almighty power I've sought for millennia. I will take the Triforce for my own. And the world shall be under my foot for eternity.
Now let us begin the fight with Demise. First off, I do want to show off one thing first. The lock-on feature with Fee that I pretty much only used like 3 times on like on Staldra and the Mogmanimus or something. This eternal being has conquered time itself. Conquered time itself. That is the important line that I want you to remember for a bit later. Actually, I'm just gonna explain this now. The bit where he's just like, I've waited eons, when really he's been sealed for a couple days, maybe? Because we're in the past? This is sort of the explanation for that, is that Demise, just like, as long as he exists, Demise has memories of everything that happens to him. The source of all monsters. Current tales are passed down through generations, appears differently in each epic and to each person who lays eyes on it. That's all I really wanted to show off. So. Oh, come on. What you want to do is just shield bash, really. Whoa. And you can spin attack. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Seriously? Do that, and he usually is fine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Demise is kind of simple with the shield. And when he falls like this, just slash. Oh, come on. Why I was shaking my nunchuck forward. Come on. And once you hit him enough, he'll fall back like that. I will fully admit, I died in the first run of this. The run you won't see because I just got rid of it. Oh, come on. So, mainly because I'm screwing around to show off this. One thing, if you get close enough to him, whoa, with the bug net, you'll see him just follow it. Fortunately, unlike Ganon, he is not as distracted with the fishing rod in Twilight Princess. Unlike Ganon in Twilight Princess, he's not as distracted like with the fishing rod. But what you can do with the bug net is, if he'll do it. One thing I should mention, our Skyward Strike is completely disabled, but we can hold up our sword like he is to grab these things. You saw him... this. You will shoot those off eventually with lightning. Oh, darn it. I messed that up. Oh, come on. You can shoot him and it'll stun him. Oh, darn it. I was screwing around too much. Well, another game over. Whatever. I'll cut back to the start of the second phase. Okay, that was kind of funny. Both got hit. We both hit each other at the same time. Okay. Do. I love reflecting out from bug net. So yeah, the bug net thing, it's a reference to the fight with Aghanim in Link to the Past, as well as all the fights with the bottle. Oh, come on, seriously? So, when he falls like that, you can do a Fatal Blow, and you miss. First time he falls over, every single time you will miss. But, second time, if you're fast enough, you win! Demise is honestly not that difficult of a boss. I mean, I got hit a lot because I'm screwing around, but if you're really good at the fight, you can beat him in, like, 3 minutes. Like, if even 3. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I was like a minute and a half during my, during episode extra in the Laneru round. I think less than that, even. And Girahim has now been completely destroyed. Or at least that's what it's supposed to imply.
Extraordinary. You stand as a paragon of your kind, human. You fight like no man or demon I've ever known. Though this is not the end. My hate never perishes. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. I will rise again. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time.
Gee, I wonder who that could be. They went on record saying that this game was going to explain where Ganondorf kind of came from. But the Demon King has fallen, along with his servant. Our mission is complete. I've confirmed the eradication of the Demon King. His residual consciousness has been absorbed into the Master Sword, and is now sealed away. So I mentioned the time paradox about how he supposedly knew all the things in the past, and even though in the future, even though he's in the past and would only just recently been sealed, that also is supposed to explain why Demise was still in the future, even though we just obviously killed him and sealed him away into the Master Sword. That he's just conquered time. As well, it could also just be a plot hole, but I like to believe otherwise. You have done well, Link. Was I on time, Impa? Link. Thank you. I think it's over. Finally, it's all over.
Nice going, you two. You were totally amazing in this little venture. I like to call it The Legend of Groose. That's a little joke.
I know I botched that line, but I think that fit more than how it actually was stated. Joke or not, your contributions to our efforts were heroic. You have my thanks.
Aw, well, just glad I can make myself useful. I'm happy things turned out okay. Hey, so things look pretty sewn up here. What do you say, guys? Ready to head back to our own time? Granny was really worried about you two. We don't want to keep the old girl in suspense too long.
Fee? Hi, Leah, Your Grace. Or perhaps you prefer Zelda. It pleases me to know you are safe. Master, I must speak with you. Master Link, you have successfully protected the Goddess Reborn and defeated Demise, fulfilling your role as the hero of legend. My purpose here is complete. Therefore, I ask you to dissolve our arrangement as master and servant. Drive the sword into the pedestal before you, now return to the sword and enter a sleep without end. Wait, what? Master, you have achieved the purpose you were chosen to fulfill. Please, set the sword in the pedestal and bring the goddess's mission to an end. Now, Master, It is time to conclude our necessary companionship. Fee. Our role really is over. Link. Link, hear me. My purpose was to obey the command of the goddess and lead you, the chosen hero of this land, on your quest. When I first awoke and began this task, I perceived it merely as serving my function as a servant to her grace. However, I've come to consider the information corresponding to our time traveling to... Let me reread that. However, I've come to consider the information corresponding to our time together among the most precious data I have on record. I do not have the capability to fully understand the human spirit, Link. But now, at the end of my journey with you, as I prepare to sleep within the Master Sword forever, I experience a feeling I'm unable to identify. I lack sufficient data to be sure of my conclusion, but I believe this feeling correlates closest to what your people call happiness. Our partnership is at an end. Even as we speak, I feel my consciousness fading away. Before I enter the sleep that calls me to the sword, I wish to relay to you words that I have recorded many times over the course of our journey. Many have said them to you thus far, and now I wish to say them for myself. Thank you, Master Link. May we meet again in another life. A long-standing companion has now finally left us. What? Impa, come on! Come with us! Zelda, Your Grace, you possess the memories of the goddess. You must understand why that is not possible. I am a being of this age. My place is here. I know that, but... You must return to your own time. I'll take care of the gate once you have passed through. I can't do that. You and I have been through so much together. I don't want to leave you alone. Please, Impa, come back with us. Zelda, at the command of the goddess, I passed through the Gate of Time. I did so to protect you and aid the fight to prevent the world's destruction. The last remnants of demise are decaying slowly within the sword. Someone must stay behind to watch over this blade. His spirit must not reawaken. He must never be allowed to threaten the world again. This is the nature of the task given to my tribe. As a member of the Sheikah, the goddess's chosen guardians, I gladly welcome this duty. Zelda, I shall watch over the Triforce. Its power is too great to leave in the grasp of man. Dependence on its might is an invitation to disaster. When it has served its purpose, it must be secreted away to lie dormant once again, the knowledge of its existence hidden from the mortal history. These are the words the goddess spoke to me long ago. I remember them well, as do you, I'm sure. Not just one, but two hard goodbyes we have today. Do not despair, Zelda. You and I will surely meet again someday. And so we're back in our time. And the gate has been destroyed. Look who it is. See? I told you we'd meet again. And so passes Impa of the Sheikah tribe. Impa, thank you. Thank you for everything. And our adventure is now finally at its complete end. Gazing upon the Master Sword. That, everybody, was The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Hero Mode. Now, one thing I do want to mention, even though it was not a surprise to me, I love the reveal that Granny was Impa. I say it's not a surprise to me because when I first got down to the surface, I'm just like, oh, old woman with Sheikah tattoos in an odd temple. Who could this possibly be? Of course, when young Impa showed up, I'm just like, wait, what? Then, who's Granny then? I was slightly confused a bit, and then they revealed the Gate of Time, just like, oh, that makes sense. Because Impa is one of two things in Zelda games. She's either an old woman, or she's a warrior. There hasn't been an old warrior woman Sheikah, though. Old warrior woman Impa. And also, you can see there, we see Zelda's adventure throughout the surface now, after she first crashed, meeting Granny for the first time. And also, if you were paying attention to Granny throughout the entire thing, you did see that she did have the bracelet. I didn't want to bring attention to that, because it would have been slightly spoilery. But you can go back throughout the entire thing, and you can very clearly see her bracelet, like how you could see the orange crystal of Zelda in the back of the sealed temple. Man, thoughts on the project. I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was fun doing hero mode, even though it caused me a lot of deaths. I do find it funny that I died again on Demise. Just like, history says you died to Demise, you will not go against it. Yeah. A heart? What history is this? There were no hearts there. Unless Impa destroyed it. As for everything else, like, consistency, well, what would a playthrough of mine be without some slight consistency issues? Kirby 64? Well, kind of. I usually say that's the one that was kind of consistent, but there was a long gap between me posting the final episode extra, but that's also episode extra. So, as for other things, yes, here we have Skyloft with the statue of the goddess and the Isle up there. Hope you all like this. This was a lot of fun. I'll admit, I'm slightly annoyed that a certain much more popular YouTuber ended up doing Skyward Sword at the same time as me. And while I am upset about that, I'm upset in the sense that just like, come on, this happened twice. But what I am happy about is that, like, I love Chugga's videos, I love his, like, personality throughout the thing, and one thing I am happy about is that I've seen a lot more positive messages about Skyward Sword throughout things, and I can attribute that to him mostly, aside from maybe the, well, apparently 33 people watched the first episode, and then 6 watched the second. And then like 12 watched episode 10. Yeah, viewer consistency is another thing, but yeah. Chugga made this game a lot more well-liked, which I'm ecstatic about, because I love this game. I think people give it kind of a bad rap. A lot worse of a rap than it really deserves, because it's a fabulous game. It's wonderful. It has a wonderful story, beautiful characters, Gru, Skirheim, Fi, Zelda, and Impa. I love all the characters. I love everything about them. And just so many people didn't take the time to do it because of the motion controls, and just like, I mean, that's probably the big thing with the motion controls. A lot of people, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people initially bought the game, but not a lot of people actually ended up finishing it from there. Only the really hardcore Zelda fans and the people who actually just kept with it really played the game. And even then, not many played it for a second time. I'll admit, even I played it like 2 or 3 times whenever this first came out. It's been a while since I played it, which is why I wanted to do it for the channel, and that's why I decided hero mode as well. I'm just like, you know what? You know what? It'll be funny. One thing I do slightly regret about hero mode is that I didn't check more into it and see that my treasures and bugs would carry over. Because if I had known that, I probably would have just sold them all, just to make it so that I didn't have the scatter shot for the first temple. Although you guys never saw that because I had to redo that temple. Uh... There we have the Master Sword, which was... yeah, the true Master Sword was in the Seal Temple the entire time. No, it wasn't. That's one thing that is sort of just like... I guess you can sort of call that a plot hole, but... because Master Sword should have been in there the entire time, but it wasn't. Especially since it was in front of the door, not behind it with Zelda. Nintendo. But it's not entirely over yet. Headmaster Gapora came down for us, along with our birds. Because supposedly the cloud barrier has just finally been completely removed. Colin and Stritch even came for Groose with his bird. I still love how Groose's bird shares his hairstyle. And this ends pretty much where it started. On top of the Isle of the Goddess with Zelda, and the Ballad of the Goddess playing. One thing I never mentioned about the Ballad of the Goddess is that if you play it in reverse, you actually will hear Zelda's lullaby. I'm not going to show that off now, but if you want to see it, just honestly search Ballad of the Goddess backwards and you'll hear it. Look around us! As a child, I always dreamed of a world below. I want to see the surface with my own eyes, and feel the land's warm breeze on my skin. I think I want to live here. I always want to feel solid ground beneath my feet. See the clouds above my head, and watch over the Triforce. What about you, Link? What will you do? What will you do now? We'll stay with you, Zelda. Mainly because our birds just left without us. Sorry for breaking the tension slightly. The end. It's been a long time coming, but that's going to be the end for Skyward Sword. Next time you come by to the channel, hopefully, it will be with the last bit of the post-game stuff of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, because I still have to show off a couple things with that, including Mount Battle, which I actually still have to record. Oh, that's going to be fun. You have conquered Hero Mode. Congratulations. You want to create a save just before the final battle? Well, that's everything. So, till the next time, everybody. Bye.